few weeks ago, WOCA and our friends participated in the Surfing the Queen's Wave campaign to raise awareness of and for the Children's Craniofacial Association. Today, Sunday, September 14th, 2014, I had the privilege of meeting some of those great people at a Luau Picnic in Orlando at Moss Park. Allow me now, through the magic of video and the internet, to introduce you to some of my new friends.
Today is our Central Florida Craniofacial Acceptance Picnic, or Luau, as it's come to be known. I decided to stand out from all the other picnics going on across the nation and have a Luau since we're here in Florida and it's hot.
Really hot.
And we have about 8 families coming today that have children that have varying craniofacial conditions. And we're just here to have a fun time.
Casey told me that she has Apert syndrome and that she's a student at the University of Central Florida. She is the go-to person in Orlando for CCA and volunteered to host this luau and picnic. The headquarters for the Children's Craniofacial Association is in Dallas, Texas.
Actually, my daughter was Paige, and she had a condition called acromelic frontal nasal dysplasia, but she passed away during a craniofacial surgery in 2012. But because CCA is such a great organization and resourceful, I like to come and help connect families and be a resource to families, especially new families that are, going through it, to help them, guide them with different, things that they may need help with or not aware of, because I remember when I was a new parent and didn't know certain things, so CCA helped with that.
The theme of the Luau Picnic was acceptance, and I met some amazing young people that personified that very concept. Katie, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm 16 years old. Right now I'm in my 2nd year of high school. I have my older sister Ann, who works with the CCA, and I have an awesome mom and dad. And so, I don't really remember, when I was a baby. Of course, no one remembers it. But I can imagine these sort of feelings that my mom and dad went through when realizing I was a little special than most newborn babies. And so I'm pretty happy. My mom told me a couple months back how if it weren't for the surgeries and those caring people, there was a sort of percentage chance that I might have died or I would be retarded. And so I'm really happy that I'm so lucky and blessed to have a wonderful family who cares and loves for me. And so it's always great to go to the CCA, because I always get to meet the parents with the children who are, they're just getting into it. And so I always like to think that it's a nice inspiration to see that just because you're born different doesn't mean you're destined to fail. And a lot of times my face actually comes in handy. I've actually learned that it's good when people doubt you, because then if they ever, you can always trick them. So do not let my cute looks fool you, trust me.
You're amazing. This is 2-year-old Jacob. I asked Jacob's father and mother how the Children's Craniofacial Association has been able to help them.
We have met new families, wonderful families. We have shared medical history. We have learned from other parents. They're great. They're the best.
Sí, estamos agradecidos de compartir aquí con CCA. Conocemos personas, nos sentimos en familia y vemos cómo disfruta mi niño con otros niños que tienen síndromes igual o similares. Y estamos felices de compartir con todos ustedes. Gracias.
Michael, how did you get involved with CCA?
Well, I got involved through my girlfriend. She has a sister who has Pfeiffer syndrome. And mostly, a lot of the stuff that I got involved with was through her. We started talking about it. I started attending events with her. I attended this event last year. But I think the first event I attended, it was a craniofacial convention, wasn't it? I don't remember the exact name. But mostly I've just been helping her with volunteering and stuff like that. And that's how I got involved with the organization.
One little boy named Pierce is already a celebrity. Pierce has, among other things, a serious hearing impairment. A video that was posted on Facebook documented the first time Pierce could hear clearly after receiving a pair of smart hearing aids.
Hi, Piercy. Hi. Piercy. Hi, Hi, buddy. Hi.
You had a video on Facebook that went viral.
Yes.
Tell me about the video.
Well, he was born with Treacher-Collins syndrome, and the bones around his ears are deformed. So for 13 months of his life, he was never able to hear. And last Friday, for the first time, he got his hearing aids in, and we recorded the video for our own, and we posted it on Facebook, and it went viral.
Wow.
Lots of people liked it and shared it, and it's still being shared. So we're just, excited that the whole world is happy for him as much as we are.
I learned that Pierce has 3 older brothers and an older sister, and after speaking to his mom, I spoke to Pierce's daddy. Tell me about your involvement with the Craniofacial Association.
Well, basically we just recently, 13 months ago, had Pierce Turner. He's has bone dysplasia in his face, which Treacher-Collins, he's missing his zygomatic arches and has some narrowness of misgrowth of the ear canals and stuff like that. We just like being involved to show him that he's not the only one out there. Yeah.
What's your name?
Deacon.
And what's your name?
It's Blaze.
Blaze? All right. It was a beautiful day for a picnic and even a luau, and I sat down to chat with Alan Kinnis. Alan is a student at Valencia Community College, and he is studying applied arts and business. How long have you been involved with the Children's Craniofacial Association?
Like 5, 6 years.
Wow, that's a long time. And how has it helped you?
I get to meet new friends and interact with people and just meet new families with children that have disabilities like mine and show them, your kid might have a disability, but through proper treatment and medical technology, he could be a normal kid and do whatever he wants to.
How has CCA helped you and your family?
It's a special journey when you have a child that has craniofacial differences and when they're going through a lot of surgeries. So our daughter's 16 now, has had 18 surgeries. That sounds like a lot, but it's not that many compared to some of these other kids and families. And it's been just an amazing support group for the kids to meet kids that have similar types of journeys that they're traveling and for the families.
What would you say to people who could benefit from CCA but haven't heard about it?
Well, we waited a long time because I was afraid that Katie would come and then she would see kids that had the same thing she did and then it would affect her in a negative way. And I waited until she asked me if there were other kids in the world like her. And I found that it was the opposite. Like by coming, it was really not as much for Katie as it was for the rest of our family. That we found friends and we found comfort with other people who were going through the same thing. And that they were doing the same thing we were doing. They were trying to be completely positive with a bad situation. And they're doing the same. So I think in that regard, it's really awesome.
Katie was born when I think I was about 3 years old, and I absolutely loved her. Actually, the famous story is when she finally came back from the hospital, she was tiny enough where she fit in all my little doll clothes, so I dressed her up a whole bunch.
Oh, wow.
So I always missed her a lot when she had to be in the hospital, so I think it's really great because I think you only have like, what, 2 more surgeries, right? Yeah. 2 more surgeries, and then we're done. I'm in college now, so I miss her a lot, but I still get to see her. And we put on, I put on a craniofacial awareness event last year at Orlando at the University of Central Florida, and Katie came in and spoke, so that was really awesome.
I was able to spend a little time with each of the guests at the luau and picnic for the Children's Craniofacial Association. This little boy was enjoying being pushed around in a little Flintstone-looking car. His name is Emmanuel, and I was able to speak to his mother, Alcira. Alcira, tell me about Emmanuel.
Emmanuel is the boy, the 3 years and a half. He born with Pfeiffer syndrome. He's a happy boy. He's very active. had the tray, had the G2. He no walking right now. We said he help with the walker. He's very scared when he look a lot of people.
How does the Children's Craniofacial Association help Emmanuel?
They help a lot because the area had a lot of people know for Emmanuel. When he born, I'm very sad. Me, I'm very sad. When I know the Craniofacial family, they help me a lot.
Oh, I'm from Ocala, Florida, and so I currently go to UCF, and right now I'm at a CCA picnic, and so I've heard about the organization through my friend Ann Moore, and so we got together with 2 other girls and created an event that spread CCA awareness and to promote the acceptance of those who have craniofacial disorders. And so we had a fun event on UCF, and now this year we're going to continue that and hopefully be more successful in spreading it even further at the UCF community. So I'm really excited and I'm happy to be here. So
this is my message to all those who are interested in this. Please come. We are slightly crazy. No, honestly, we're a good bunch of people. We would love to meet you. We would love to support you in this journey. I know it's frustrating. I know it's hard. And we're here. That's what CCA is here for. We're here to reach out a hand and say it's going to be okay.
Thank you for watching. Our purpose in making this video is simply to increase awareness of the Children's Craniofacial Association. To learn more, go online to www.ccakids.org. And thank you to all of my new friends from the Luau for allowing me to pry into your world so that others may find you and realize they're not alone. For WOCA The Source, I'm Larry Whitler.